Do the jingle.
Ba-na-na-na.
Do the jingle.
Is that what it is?
Do the jingle. Is that right?
I'll never forget.
Oh, yes. Been a couple weeks, boys. What's up?
Yes,
Even though we've been here forever, but if you're watching,
shit.
it's like we just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we haven't been here fucking around with the microphones for 20 minutes trying to get them to work.
Looking at Mustangs for sale.
It was fun.
We lost a member.
Yes.
He was infected.
Right here.
He was
There's usually a person
No.
here.
He was
to my
infected with
right.
coronavirus.
Ryan's
No,
left.
No, he wasn't?
That's insensitive.
Dude, don't
Oh,
make
it
fucking
is?
jokes about coronavirus.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Oh, wow.
Not funny.
Forgot we're not like,
Don't.
we don't do anything offensive here on this podcast.
We're not offensive
No,
people.
we're big in China.
Yes, of course. We're
Are
huge
we?
in China.
Cool.
China's, I think most of our viewers come from China.
Oh, sweet.
Just the ones that speak English.
All
so.
like 12?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
just about. Something like that. 12 billion.
While they're
12
working in a
billion
sweatshop
people in
or
China.
something? Or... Oh, wait, no. That's insensitive too. My bad.
Strike
I need to
two,
start
Ryan.
over.
One more strike.
This
Fucking
video
outta
might
here.
get
We're
demonetized.
Just going to be two of us demonetized. The thousands we make every week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Vinny's out. He's not here with us tonight.
He's
which
not
is-
permanently out.
Which is all good because, yeah, like you said, he's not permanently out, just not feeling too well. Dude, yeah, check out that bottle. Show that bottle up to the camera a little bit more.
Looks
It's
like
got a
poison.
skull. It does look like poison.
Poison.
It's called Time Waits for No One. It's some nice little red vino. I'll combine two different languages. It's rojo vino.
Oh,
Spanish and Italian.
okay. Wow. Cultural
And
here.
it's really good.
How come that's cultural, but like I wasn't cultural or with
Oh,
my
you're talking
remarks?
about like coronaviruses and people dying in sweatshops.
If I had said it in Chinese, is that better?
Yeah, it would have been if you could. Can you speak Chinese?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fuck you.
Wow.
This
That
is
might
so
be strike
bad.
3. That might be strike 3.
Nah, we're going with it.
All right,
Anyway,
pour the hot sauce.
So, Ryan said he had a story. He had
I
a
do
story
have
to
a
tell.
story.
Oh, God.
Okay.
He got really excited.
I don't know.
I did. All right, so once in a lifetime chance or opportunity here. For the people that know me, back in the summer, I had the same opportunity, and it turned out to be a prank. I just called on an ad for the Wienermobile.
Oh, I remember that,
the
dude.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
I remember.
Mike from work, I won't mention any last names, even though
Attaboy.
they all know him.
They know.
He sent me the ad. It wasn't even on Craigslist. It was on Kijiji, which is like basically the Craigslist for Canada. Like if you sell a car like privately
Kijiji?
up there, it's Kijiji. I've heard of it. I've tried it before, but nothing really good that I like.
Kijiji.
Kijiji. Kijiji? Something like that. Oh, whatever it is. So it was an ad for, in the picture, there was 2 Wienermobiles, and you know the size of the Wienermobile? It's like basically a bus.
Pretty big.
There was a giant peanut for
Like planters.
Planters. Yeah, it was a Planters peanut bus. And so
a bus?
yeah, it was the same size as the
Oh.
Wienermobile. So
Three of them. 2 wieners and a nut?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's the opposite
pe-
of how it should be. It should
peanut.
It should be 2 nuts and a wiener.
Yeah, well, it was Canada. So
Makes sense.
I'm just
All
trying.
right,
I'm
then.
just trying to offend
Yeah.
everyone now.
I know,
Sure.
seriously. Poor
So-
Canadians.
Blame Canada.
So
South Park?
the ad said it was like it made sense. It was like, okay, for the Oscar Mayer Canadian company, like their transportation division was like going out of business, so they were selling their Wienermobiles, and they're like, I have 2 available. Don't ask about the peanut. It's not for sale. Which of course I was going to ask about the peanut because I wanted that one too.
You want that nut.
Yeah. So they were asking like $12,500 for one of the buses. It's a pretty good deal. So I wanted to buy both and then try to get the peanut too. And it was like, they're like, ask Matthew about his big wiener, like in the ad. And as soon as I read
no.
that, I'm like, shit, this one's probably fake too. But I have to try.
Could just be someone really selling them, but also making a joke at the same time.
Yeah. So it's in
We'll see.
Alberta, Canada, which, do you guys know where Alberta is?
It's a
No.
long ways away.
It's above Washington. It's
Yeah.
like the furthest.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's the furthest
Other side of the
province.
country and
Yeah.
north.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
cool.
way over there.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't care. If I can get this thing out, I'm going to get it. I don't care. I'll get it. Or both. So
How would you get them both back here?
You just drive them.
You need someone else to drive the other one.
You wouldn't want to drive my wiener?
I'd drive your wiener.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thought so. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. So So I call the phone number,
Jesus Christ.
and it actually rings. Like, I thought it would be fake. And a guy answers. Okay, by this point, I'm like sweating. Because I've already gone through this last summer trying to buy the Wienermobile that was in New York, but that's another story. And so I'm like, I try to be polite. I deepen my voice. I'm like, yes, is this Matthew?
Deep in my voice.
I'm like, yes, is this Matthew? And that's all I say. And he's like, this is Matthew, and if you're asking about my big wiener, it's a prank. Someone's pulling on me. And I'm just like, damn it, this is the second time I've tried to buy a Wienermobile, and it's fake. And the guy's
It's like Habib versus Tony.
that's like 5 or 6 times.
Well,
Yeah.
4. This will be the 5th.
So he's like, yeah, sorry, man. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And I looked at the ad. It was posted 18 hours ago. And I think they're like 3 hours behind us. So it was posted at like 10:30 at night for him. And it had like over 1,000 views.
Oh, he's been getting calls.
He's been getting calls for like
forever.
24 hours.
Oof.
He was so sick of it.
Ooh.
Like, as soon as I said, it's just,
Figure of those 1,000 views, maybe 50 to 100 people actually called, maybe?
I wanted to call back.
Call. Pull up his number. Let's all call him. We'll put it on the mic. You see how he responds.
Well, like, okay, so him being in Alberta, Canada, and getting a New York number coming across his phone, like,
Oh, yeah.
he was probably like,
He probably just wouldn't answer.
yeah, because he already
answered it.
Yeah.
He already answered
yeah.
a 315.
It was a damn shame. It really was a damn shame.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
So if anyone out there is selling a Wienermobile, I am in the market for one for whatever reason.
Yeah, why do you want one so bad?
I like,
Fucking Wienermobile.
who the fuck wouldn't want that? I just like weird.
It's like, remember that movie, The Santa Claus, with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
That
actually, I
one
do.
weird guy who's like the therapist. He wants like a weenie whistle, like really bad.
Well, that's what
He's
they
like
give out of the.
45 years old.
That's what they give out of the
He
Wienermobile.
gets super excited. A weenie whistle. He blows it, and he's just so happy.
I don't remember it actually.
It's
That was the
great-
first movie I've ever seen.
Dude,
Or the first movie
How
like
do you
in
know
theaters was, I think it was the Santa
Oh.
Claus 2.
the first movie I ever saw in theaters was Beauty and the Beast.
The Disney one?
Yeah, like the Disney cartoon movie
Was
Beauty
that like
and the Beast.
91?
I was, I don't know. I remember going to it, and then we went to the Disney store afterwards, which
Oh,
is
the
more of
Disney
why I
store that-
remember.
I was gonna say it used to be in the mall, but it still might be there.
It's
It is-
definitely
it is still there,
there,
is it?
100%.
Yeah, John's
took my daughter
John's
there
kid
a few
worked
months
there.
ago.
Of course,
Yeah.
John's kid worked there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You
Yeah.
did.
The wife made the daughter work
Loves
there.
Disney.
I'm not gonna say any last names, but
That's fine.
we know he's not watching.
What's
up, Tom?
Hell no, it's not. What's up?
What the hell is that?
Nobody will see it, but we'll see it. It's a update for Origin. It's a gaming thing.
Wait.
You can exit out of it.
Wait,
if you want.
Wait, hang on. You're casually hardcore?
Oh fuck!
What the fuck?
Damn it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's me.
I went around work asking everyone, "Are you casually hardcore?"
They're like, as far as what goes.
Like,
Incredible.
Oh,
the
damn
hell?
it. That's the terrible. This is a funny way for you to figure it out.
yeah, like live.
It's
live.
EA Games. Yeah, just exit out of it.
God damn it! I thought you were
damn
just
it.
Will Games, bro.
Will
That
Game
is
Bro.
really
That is
funny.
the main one, but Casually Hardcore is the email I use for a lot of my gaming stuff.
That's really.
You want to just give
funny.
out the password
Yeah.
too?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Again?
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Did you
No,
change
cool.
it yet? Probably
No.
not.
Damn it. Fuck. I was going to keep fucking with you. I was going to fuck with you forever. That pops up like every 10, 15 minutes.
Now I
It's
know.
really annoying.
All right, so now we wasted the first 9 minutes of the podcast.
That's all good.
fine.
It's not wasted. There's no such thing as wasted,
no,
bro.
no such thing.
No such thing as wasted.
All right, what's going on?
You guys just want to hop back to a couple weeks ago? We haven't had a chance to really talk through how we all feel about it.
Anderson Blahovich.
Yeah, what?
Anderson and Blahovich.
Oh, I thought you said Anderson Blahovich. I'm like, who the fuck?
Oh yeah, but
Who we
you
talking
know,
about?
Anderson.
Anderson versus
Gotta
Blahovich.
pause.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jan Blahovich versus Corey Anderson. Yeah. Dude, I fucking called it. Me and Vinny called it. He's not here, but if he was, shake your hand, bro. You called that shit. Jan knocked him out. It's good.
First round.
Fucking fantastic. Beautiful fucking crushed him right in the fucking face.
I think as he
Corey
went
went
for a
down,
leg
man.
kick, right?
I
when
think so.
He
Well, he was. Jan put his head down and just kind of threw that right, just hard, and just cracked him. I'm happy about that. And now I want to ask you guys. If
Right
you
in front of
think-
John Jones, too.
Yeah, right in front of John Jones. John Jones, the current light heavyweight champion, was there in the crowd when Jan Blachowicz, who I think was ranked, he's what, 4, 3 or 4, 5, something like
I
that.
thought he was like 5 or 6.
Corey Anderson's like 5, 4, 5. So 2 top-ranked guys in the light heavyweight division. Jan Blachowicz, who's I've been saying for like a few months now, at least, but more than that.
Since we started doing the podcast.
Since we started the podcast, he's my dark horse in this division.
Mm-hmm.
Knocks out Corey Anderson and then calls out John Jones. Says, you promised me title fight if I finish Corey Anderson. Give me what I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think John Jones is going to fight Jan Blachowicz for his next title defense? If so, when do you think it's going to happen? Zach.
July.
You think it actually happens? You think they do it in July?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
I think they do fight.
Okay.
I don't believe John was suspended medically.
I don't think so.
He did do a 25-minute fight.
Yep.
It's true.
And I really hope Jan didn't like break his hand, or I don't think he was like limping or nothing after the fight. So I think Jan
it was
might
a
just
first round finish.
Yeah.
Finished
So
in the
I
first
think he
round,
might
right?
be fine.
First round, right?
Yeah, it was first round.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, a couple weeks ago.
So I mean, like, okay,
Smoke a lot of weed.
give him the at least give him at least like
I didn't say that.
8 weeks, right? And so 2 months. It's basically
Sure.
March, April, May, June,
I
mid-June.
think I'm gonna go more with Zach. Like I think July, August.
Mhm.
I think Jones does another title defense, and
International Fight Week.
who else would he fight though? Right?
I'm thinking. Yeah, it's
Sure,
either
that-
going to be
that
him or
makes sense.
Reyes again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Reyes gets an immediate. I don't think so.
He deserves one.
We do have in the light heavyweight division Anthony Smith. He's got that fight coming up. I'm not sure exactly when they fight. If Zach, are you on the website? If you can look
March,
it up real
maybe.
quick. When Smith.
Who's he fighting?
Yeah, who's he fighting? Who's got it? Come on. Come on, guys.
not
Come on,
Gustafson.
brains.
No, it's an older guy.
Yeah, I know.
Teixeira?
Yes.
Glover.
Teixeira.
Glover. Yep.
Yeah.
Glover Teixeira. So Anthony Smith fighting Glover Teixeira. See how that one plays out.
Who's ranked higher, Uzdemir or Teixeira? I think
know.
Uzdemir probably would
Don't
be.
know.
Because I think Uzdemir
They're
won his
both up
last
there.
fight. Teixeira, I think, lost his last fight.
I think he did as well. Sounds
So,
about right.
I mean, I always confuse them because they're just bald guys in the like heavyweight division. Honestly, I know Jones has.
Oostemir just got that long fucking neck. Dude.
Yeah, he's Swiss.
Yeah.
He's Swiss.
Swiss.
I
Does that mean he's got a long neck?
Yeah,
What's
obviously.
that?
Obviously.
I just said
They're
Swiss.
giraffes in Switzerland.
Yes, Zach's joining in on me on.
Oh,
April
God.
25th.
April 25th is
Smith and Teixeira.
Smith and Teixeira.
Yeah.
I could see if Smith has like a really good performance. He won his last fight
Against Gustafson.
against Gustafson.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Smith if he has a good performance, has a really good performance, maybe finishes Glover.
He's gonna have to finish him, and
Smith might get a shot if he looks great.
He's higher than Blachowicz.
He went 5 rounds with Jones when they fought each other.
that's the thing. What's holding him back is he's already fought Jones.
Yeah, but he just fought Jones, and this will be his second fight since Jones. And
Right.
if he has another good fight with a finish,
Right.
I'm just saying he might be in the conversation depending on how that fight goes.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think Jan's got to take it.
I think it's either Jan or Reyes. I don't know.
I'd rather see Jan personally.
I'd rather see Jan because it's something fresh, but I do want to see Jones fight Reyes again.
Sure.
And I actually want to see him fight Santos the most.
Jones?
Yeah, I want to see Jones
Yeah.
fight Santos the most.
Sure.
People are calling for Santos versus Reyes, which is
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it, but the only thing is for me it knocks one of the contenders out, and I don't like.
Sure, man.
I don't
That's
like
the fucking game, right?
I don't want to run the top of the division thin. I want Jones to have like a plethora of.
I don't
Hear
think it
that
runs
word?
it
See
thin,
that?
though.
See that word? Plethora.
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 Good-
Hell yeah.
good word try.
I know. I'm doing good this podcast. I want
What else have you said?
the Wienermobile, coronavirus. Like I'm fucking on fire right now.
All right. All right.
I'm glad you said it again.
I did. Yes, I did.
Just don't hashtag it. When you
I
do
was
the thing.
about to say that.
No, don't.
I won't. Yeah, I might. But I want him to. I want him to fight Reyes again. But I just want. I want him to fight Jan. Then I want him to fight Santos. And I want him to fight Reyes.
Hey, it's back.
Hey, it popped up again.
Who's Casually Hardcore?
So mad you saw that. I was gonna fuck with you. I just had so many plans to fuck with you.
I'll be like, this guy's
That
like
account.
fucking with me, man.
Oh,
Oh well.
oof. Whatever.
Oh well.
That was
All right.
wonderful.
What? Anything else from that?
Anything
card?
else on that card we want to talk about?
Yeah, that's
By the
all.
way, anything at all?
Hang on.
Gentlemen,
I'm
bear with
looking,
us.
I'm looking.
Bear
I'm
with
looking.
us, everybody.
Oh my God, Diego fucking Sanchez.
Yeah.
That was another
Yo.
illegal knee or something like that, right?
Yep.
Actually, so yeah, I like that you brought that one up.
Pereira.
Was DQ'd,
Yeah.
and so was
Yep.
what the hell was that guy's name? Vargas.
Kazula Vargas.
Kazula Vargas was also DQ'd. So there was 2 DQs on the main card
Yep.
of the Jan versus Corey fight. Jan versus Corey card.
Yep.
That sucks. The first
That sucks.
the
That's
first
a good way to sum it up.
The first DQ, it was Brock Weaver versus Kazula Vargas. Both lightweights. Brock Weaver was like highly touted. He was like a prospect, coming in. Everyone had his eyes on him, and he was like basically sitting against the cage. If you want to think of it like that, maybe it was kneeling against the cage. And Vargas threw a knee, hit him right on the chin, knocked him out. Like for sure, knocked him out. He was unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Temporarily, it might have been like 2 or 3 seconds, but he was out. Like he definitely went out. He slumped.
Yeah.
And so the ref stopped it, had to DQ it, and I actually like Weaver's response to it, I guess, or how he reacted to it. Like he was actually pissed off. He's like, "Yeah, I get the win, but where I come from, that's not a win. I want to run this back." Like he counted it as a loss, even though it was a win. Like he did get paid for a win and all that. But I definitely respect that. Like he wasn't mad at him. He wasn't like, "No, you threw a goddamn like bad knee or something. You're just trying to hurt me or nothing." Like he was like, "Hey, let's just fight again."
Yeah, shit happens, man.
Yeah,
I'm sure it wasn't intentional. No fighter wants to get disqualified. They're not gonna No one. I would assume nobody throws illegal shots on purpose, especially something so blatant as that.
Yeah,
Like a knee while your opponent's down.
Like if
you're not doing that on purpose.
if you poke a guy in the eyes or like a groin shot or something, like you're trying to slow down the fight, like if you
that shit happens. Sure.
If you throw a knee, to
Guarantee
a
people
opponent,
have done that before. Yeah, a knee to a down opponent, for sure it was not intentional. So yeah, good for him for reacting the way he did.
Yeah.
Hopefully they run it back. That'd be great. That was a good fight.
Vargas, I thought, was winning that fight, so I would like to see him run it back again.
Yeah.
Neither guy, like I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Vargas first debuted in the UFC in his previous fight to that, and he, I think it was like short notice. He missed weight and all that. It just wasn't good. His grandmother died like the day before. Just like terrible
Dude,
luck.
Fuck that.
So, and then this happened. So I was upset for him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's too bad. Damn it. Also, on that card, Ray Borg got another win. It's 2 in a row for Ray Borg.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I really like Ray Borg. Good for him.
The only problem was it was a catch weight. He missed weight.
Oh,
I know.
He did see that.
Yes.
That was a long ways away.
Yeah, you were.
Where were you?
Belize.
Belize.
By the way, Zach, how the fuck was Belize, man?
It was pretty sweet.
What'd you
Sat on
do?
a beach for like 10 days.
Just went to the beach?
Pretty much.
See, my trip to Florida
Got
last week
drunk.
was a little different.
A lot.
Got drunk a lot.
Yeah.
I got drunk twice. Well, one time, really.
In Florida?
Yeah. Yep, I went to Florida. Went to, where did I go again?
Disney.
Sarasota. I always want to say Saratoga.
I like that you look at me.
We're from
though.
New York, and it's Saratoga up here, but Sarasota, Florida. Never thought I could live in Florida. Sarasota was fucking awesome.
Okay,
I could totally live there, by
Here's
the
a
way.
really dumb question. Is Sarasota on the top of the state or the bottom of the state?
It's like middle-ish
middle.
of the state.
Okay. Is it like more north than
It's a
Orlando?
few hours
West?
into Florida.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's on the
like
west
west
coast.
side,
It's on like the
yeah.
Gulf Coast.
Okay.
Like the Gulf. It's in the Gulf.
Okay.
Beautiful fucking city.
Cool.
Decent sized city. Feels like got that small town feel, you know? It's fucking awesome. It's a cool city. Anyway, went to Disney. So expensive. Waited in so many long lines
Is
to
it
go
like
on these rides.
$100 a person?
$130 for me and my wife, and $125 for my daughter.
Wow.
They take $5 off for children.
Wait, even the baby?
No. Cadence was she was free. So
Oh,
children under 2 are free, but children over 2 is $125
sense.
and $130 for us. It makes no fucking sense. They take
God.
$5
It's really
off
funny.
for kids.
wow.
Like,
what a deal.
Fuck Disney.
Yeah.
And then you wait in these long fucking lines.
They're watching. They have
There's
a lot of money.
Hi Disney. Fuck you.
They
I
will.
waited an
I
hour and
love you,
45
Disney.
minutes for a 3.5-minute Peter Pan ride. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Bullshit.
you.
They have
Disney.
enough power.
The next day, though,
to end this.
Yeah, I don't care. The next day, we went to a water park. It was like Blizzard something.
Blizzard Beach.
Blizzard Beach.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of that.
Hell yeah.
Blizzard Beach is the shit.
Yeah.
So let me say that. Disney, good on you for Blizzard Beach. We wait like there's no fucking lines. The longest line we waited in was maybe, yeah, get rid of that. Thank you. The longest line we waited in was like 3 minutes for like a big slide that you go
That's-
down where you cross your arms across
Yeah,
your chest,
yeah.
like one of the big ones.
That's like
Yeah.
one of their most famous rides.
My daughter wanted to go down that shit, so I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Great," because I didn't want to go down it, but she did it. So if my 7-year-old does it, I gotta do it.
And you send the 2-year-old.
And it was actually great. No, the 2-year-old, my youngest, did not come with us. Nobody else came with us. It was me, my oldest daughter, who's 7, and then my wife's sister's boyfriend, Justin. So me and him
Shout out,
took my
Justin.
oldest. What up, Justin, if you're watching this? He might. Me and him took my oldest. So it's just the 3 of us. And there's no lines. We went on every ride like 7 different times, and it was great. The park was clean. It was fun. It was great. I loved it.
What
great.
day of the week was this?
Let's see. Disney was
I'm just curious.
Nope. Disney, I think, was Tuesday or Wednesday,
Okay.
and Tuesday, and then we went to the water park Wednesday. I
Okay.
think
Middle of the week.
something like that.
I think
Yep.
kids are in school down there. I think. I don't know.
Last week was spring break.
It was spring break, but I
Oh,
don't
well,
think. No, it was winter break. It's
Yeah,
February
sorry.
break.
Yeah.
Pretty sure in Florida they don't get like February break. They don't get like winter break. But there was a shit ton of people there in Disney. The lines were insane. They kept the park open like 30 minutes longer than they should have, just because there were so many people. But
Did you
it's
go
crazy.
on the?
Regardless,
Small
not
World?
worth it. Anyway, so
Small
we
World,
can
the
move on from
Pirates
this.
of the
but,
Caribbean?
Small world.
yeah, we went on Small World. Pirates of the Caribbean. That was probably like my favorite one.
Wait, are they the same or are they not?
No, 2 different things.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we went on both of those. They were cool. We went
Harry
on like
Potter?
the Haunted Mansion ride. That was
Harry
fun.
Potter World? Is that there?
Harry Potter is in
Or is that
Universal.
Universal? That's
It's Universal.
Universal.
We went to Magic Kingdom.
Because Universal's pretty sweet.
Magic Kingdom's where like the
Yeah, the
castle
castle.
is.
They got Toy
castle.
Story.
All the
Toy Story
characters
thing?
are and shit like that.
Toy Story and shit. Yeah, that's probably Universal.
Oh,
Universal Studios. Yep.
cool.
We should go to Universal. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Sure. Yeah. Universal
it.
would be fun.
All right.
We were talking about it. We ran out of time.
Let's go.
I think
We're
you
at
just-
Magic Kingdom.
I think
Right
you
now?
just- you
Yeah,
just
right
invited
now.
them.
All right, let's turn the podcast off and let's drive down to Florida.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll sit here and just insult everyone.
Sounds good. Okay. What else we got? What else we got on this card here?
Let's see. Lando Venata
Nothing
beat
happened.
Yancey.
Nothing happened.
Oh, okay. Then Diego Sanchez. Anyone want to take over the Diego Sanchez thing?
Oh, all right. So yeah, Diego Sanchez, he won the fight via
DQ.
disqualification. People gave him some shit. He took a knee again. Same deal. He was down. He took a knee to the head. Said he was unable to continue. Asked the ref. He was heard asking the ref, like, if I take this, do I still get the win? Yes, you do. He took it. He got the win. Some people were giving him shit, but the big story here is Diego Sanchez's coach, his new coach, his quote-unquote, his guru that he met in a bathroom at a gym,
Oh, really? I didn't know
like
that one.
randomly, just walked up to him and they started talking
At the urinal?
at the urinal. Yeah,
Oh.
like Sanchez was
Oh, I
like
was
taking
kidding.
a piss or something. Yeah, like it was really weird.
That's what we do.
So Diego Sanchez used to train with out of
Jackson's.
Jackson Wink, which for those of you who don't know is a very, very, very well-known gym.
If they're watching this,
that has.
Know it.
If they're watching this, they know it. If they're, they might not. Saying.
They might not.
If anybody doesn't know Jackson Wink, it's a very, very well-known gym that trains a lot of fighters, a lot of very high-level fighters in the UFC, Bellator. We've had some champions come out of there as well. Very well-known, right? That's where Diego Sanchez trained. By the way, Diego Sanchez, also, if you don't know, UFC Hall of Famer. Been in the game for a long time.
15 years?
He's a fucking killer. He's been in there for 15 years. He's had some wars in his career. Great fights. Look him up. Look up his highlight reel. It's fucking great. A lot of respect to him. Meets this guru. Brings the guru to Jackson Wink. They're training together. I don't know which coach walked over, but they were doing some weird shit because this guru guy that Sanchez is with now is not like a mixed martial artist. He's not an MMA coach. He does like weird shit. He's a weird fucking dude. And they walk over and they start asking him like, "Hey Diego, like what exactly are you doing over here? Like what are you guys working on? Like what are you training?" And when they start questioning this guru and like asking him like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like what are your credentials?" or whatever they said to him, the next day Diego Sanchez fired his entire team and now he is only working with this one guy. So he went from a championship caliber gym that he was at with very, very high-level coaches and other people that he had to spar with and everything, and nutritionists and all that shit, and physical therapists, to this one fucking guy. Whatever, I can't even remember what his name is. I should know his name. Anyway.
We don't want him to hate us.
It doesn't matter. This guy's a fucking nut. Like, he's such a weird dude. And basically, since he's been with this guy, Diego has not looked great in his last couple fights. Fight prior to this, he fought Michael Chiesa. Granted, Chiesa's a very high-level grappler, and Chiesa did work. Not taking anything away from Chiesa. You guys know he's one of my favorite fighters at 170 right now. One of my favorite fighters. Did work on Sanchez. And then Sanchez in this fight was getting fucked up. And I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel like Diego Sanchez looked slow.
He looked terrible.
He looked just... Right?
It looked
he looked
like
so bad.
It looked like a mockery of MMA. And if you look at the tweets of other MMA fighters, like during the fight, they're all like, "What the fuck am I watching?" And then they were all like
yeah.
You know, little emojis. They're doing like the circus tent and the clown and all that because it was a joke. It really was. It was like a bad example of MMA. Like it really sucked if like someone new to MMA watched that fight and they're like, "This is what you like, this is what you watch," and it's like it was embarrassing.
Yeah,
it was
pretty rough.
And it sucks because like Pereira wasn't there, and like Pereira like. So we saw Pereira debut in Rochester. Looked absolutely amazing. And then his next fight, he fought that wrestler. I forgot what his name was, but he lost because he expended all of his energy in the first round. I have to stop hitting the table.
You're good. Yeah, you do, but you're good.
He expended all of his energy in the first round doing backflips and fucking breakdancing during the weigh-ins and all that. Or not weigh-ins.
The walkout.
Announcements and all that. And so... You would think that's what he was going to do again, and it would be a disappointment, but he didn't. He actually started the fight, went over to Diego, and Diego landed a rolling axe kick, basically, is what it was. It was a somersault.
Yeah, basically a front somersault, like a handspring sort of thing.
And tried to hit him with the heel of his foot.
Yeah.
I think he hit him, but didn't do anything. And then from that point on, Pereira just fucked him up for the rest of the...
From that moment on, Sanchez didn't do shit.
Sanchez,
everything he tried to do looked he looked like he was in fucking quicksand. He looked super slow. It's like because this guru guy that he's working with is apparently like more of a mental coach, like visualize this and that, which to an extent is like a real thing, but like that's like his shtick. Like that's what he does.
He's never fought on.
So it's like Sanchez was like visualizing himself punching him in the face
too much,
but like wasn't actually physically fucking doing it.
He wasn't landing anything. He was walking around the cage with his hand straight out like this, like the whole time. I hope people can see that, but they're literally just walking around like that.
Yeah. It's like he was willing Pereira to not...
Yeah, he's like, "Stop, I'm using the force," or something. Like some bullshit.
It was weird shit.
He walked around with like his chest puffed out like this. This is how he entered the ring. He just walked around like that. And, like, I think one of the announcers was like, "Oh, he's peacocking him. He looks like a peacock with his chest." Like, it looks so stupid.
It did.
And then the worst part of the first round was the guru comes in and goes, "Yeah, you won that round." And like everyone was like, "Are you shitting me right now?"
I'm glad that we're calling him the guru, by the way, because he's definitely a guru. He's not a coach.
He's not even a good guru. I've seen better gurus. I'm a better guru than that. What the fuck? So it was stupid, and then it went all the way through the second, and I think it was in the third that Pereira hit a knee, and so it would have been a legal knee in I think Nevada, or just one of the ones that have adopted the new rules.
Yeah,
because Sanchez had one knee down. He didn't have both knees. He had one knee down. I don't know if he had both hands. I think he literally just one knee down. His hands were up. He got hit in the head with a knee.
Yep.
And as soon as they stopped it, Pereira's like, no.
It cut him open. It was a good cut from the knee.
It cut him open right in the middle of the forehead.
Forehead, yep.
And there was a slight trickle of blood that went right down to the middle of his nose.
Yeah.
When they asked him about it, he's like, I can't see because of the blood. There was no fucking blood in his eyes. No blood in his eyebrows. No blood anywhere near his eyes. There was a trickle of blood down the middle. He probably didn't even know he was bleeding. And so he's like, I can't see it because of the blood. And as soon as they stopped it, Pereira was like, no, he only had one knee down. Because that's a rule now in some states that you can knee someone with just one knee down.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, he only had one knee down. The ref's like, yeah, but we can't do that here.
Yeah.
So like he knows the rules. It's just it sucks because like
it was very unintentional. He didn't.
No, he wanted to hit him, but he thought it was illegal.
Yeah, I'm saying he wasn't trying to get away with something. He thought he was doing something.
Yeah,
he thought was allowed to do.
Yes,
but he wasn't.
Exactly. He thought it was a legal shot, but in that state it
yes.
wasn't a legal shot. In other states it would have been a legal shot.
They got to figure that shit out first of all. Like,
most of the states I think have adopted the new rules, but I mean like when they go to other countries, where'd they go? New Zealand, Auckland. Yeah, they went to Auckland. They have adopted it, and they're a whole different country. And then like, how come America, which I think is where the MMA rules are based, I think are in
It's because all the fucking states are all different.
Probably Las Vegas.
So it's not nationally. It's by state. It's by state commission. That's why it's all fucky.
It's weird. And so you're right. Diego Sanchez was like, well, if I can't continue, do I win by DQ? And the ref actually said it doesn't matter. Can you continue? Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, can I ask my coach? Like, as if it's like some type of strategy. And the ref's like, no. Can you continue? Yes or no? Can you continue? And so Diego Sanchez said, oh, no, it was an illegal shot. I can't continue. Because he thought that he was going to win, which he did. He absolutely won.
Yeah, he did.
Which was absolute bullshit. Pereira was pissed. Everyone was pissed. I'm pissed about it.
You seem very worked up right now.
Yeah, because I wasn't really pissed at Pereira or even the guru, even though he's fucking weird. I was pissed at Diego. How can you be in the UFC for 14, 15 years, maybe even 16 years, and you take the win like that? And like some of the other fighters were like, oh, good strategy, Diego. Yeah, I mean, like he's a veteran. He got that win. Yeah, he got a win. Cut his ass.
Well, I know.
Caught him.
Wow, dude, I'm not. I'm with you. I'm like halfway there with you, because like, so Luke Thomas made a good. I believe it was Luke Thomas made a good point. By the way, those of you who don't know who Luke Thomas is, he's a pretty good sized name in like MMA community. He's got a podcast, all that shit. And he was saying that like it was either him or Helwani, one of the two. Also Helwani, same deal. Was saying that like Diego's been in so many wars. He's a Hall of Famer. He's bled and had so many wars for this sport. Just give him this one. Just, you know what? Diego, you've done so much for the sport. You've been in so many wars. You've bled so much. You've put so much of your time and life and effort into this. Here's a freebie. Fine. Take the DQ. You did get cut. Who knows how much you were rocked by the knee. Take the DQ. It's not a dumb idea, because you never know how much more that's going to get cut open. You don't know how much it actually hurt him. He could have been, you know what I mean. He could have been seeing double. You don't know. So I'm kind of on board with that. Just because of who Diego Sanchez is, in the history of, if you go back and watch all his fights that he's had over the last 14, 15 years. you know, and he's never done this. I don't think this is his first time he's taken a DQ victory.
Mm-hmm.
You give it to him, right? And I'm okay with that. It's like, I'm not happy with it. I'm not like saying like completely excused, but I don't say cut him or anything. I'm very far from that.
I think it's a pussy move.
Okay,
Sure.
It's
not a dumb move.
I don't disagree with that.
It's not a dumb move.
I'm gonna give him a pass on this one.
I'm not.
See where he goes from here.
And
fair enough.
The reason I say like, it's definitely a pussy move because it's actually, they explained it actually.
Wait,
I think it was
pussy move? Are you trying to say like pussy and women are like weaker than men or something?
No, he's a
It's
bitch.
actually a very strong organ.
He's a bitch. It was a bitch move, and no offense to women. Even though apparently I probably just offended a bunch of people.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I do. So, John Jones versus Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
I think it was 5th round. Jones landed an illegal shot.
Yeah.
And it was a hard shot. It was way harder than Pereira landing the knee on Sanchez. And after
arguable.
Smith,
fucking knee.
Yeah, both knees.
Cut him open.
I don't know about the Smith one. I can't remember. But
No,
anyway,
I'm saying Diego was cut open by the knee.
yeah, it was a little tiny cut in the middle of his forehead.
It was cut. Okay.
He's a pussy.
Same.
He's a pussy. So, anyways, they asked Smith after the fight. They brought him up to the booth and everything, and I think it was Ariel Helwani was interviewing him like, "Hey, how come you didn't take that win? Like, you could have just had him DQ'd and you'd be champ right now." And Smith was like, "Oh yeah, I could have, but like that's not the way we do it. That's just not the way we do it. That would earn you absolutely no respect whatsoever."
I blame the guru.
And I remember Ariel Helwani saying, like, he's like, "Oh, I would take it." And then, like, I would take that win. And I'm pretty sure one of the other fighters, I think it was Bisping, was like, "Well, then you're a pussy for taking that win." And so, like, it was it's already been explained. It's accepted in the UFC
Community?
among the fighters, among the actual fighters. Like, you don't take that win. Like, yeah, you could take it, but that's a bitch move.
I mean, if you're really hurt, you take it.
He wasn't hurt.
Like, if you're seeing double, if
wasn't
you're
hurt.
fucking cut, he was
wasn't
cut.
hurt. It was
The illegal knee cut him.
so.
Oh, I'm just saying.
He wasn't hurt.
It did damage.
He was a bitch. He's a bitch.
I don't agree with it.
He's a bitch.
I'm with you for the most part. I don't say cut him. That's pretty harsh.
Oh no, it was a bitch move.
He needs to fire his fucking guru, motherfucker, and go back to
No,
an
he's not
actual
going to.
real MMA camp.
He's not going to. He's a bitch.
All right, first of all, do you guys think that him and his guru were kind of doing the dirty? I think they were doing
That
a little,
seemed really
doing a little
weird.
gay stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Just a little,
The
which is fine. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like
the picture of them,
a couple
like, all
pictures of
sweaty.
them
Yeah.
looking a little homo, you know? Just a little.
Which, of course, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's totally cool. It's
But
cool.
it is funny that people put
Diego wants to suck a dick. That's fine.
people put the. I feel
I feel like I just almost did a Bernie. Almost did a
definitely
Bernie
more
Sanders.
offensive.
So you guys want to suck dick? It's okay. I'm okay. Billionaires suck dicks. Everyone sucks dicks.
This is not political. We're not going to let this get political.
We're not getting political.
But I feel like
doing
you.
Bernie
I
Sanders.
feel
He's
like
fun.
you just were more offensive to Diego than I was. Well, although I called him a bitch.
You just called him a bitch and said he should be cut
And-
from the UFC.
Absolutely.
I just said it.
That he sucks dick.
The shit with him and
He
his.
did stick a finger in Michael Chiesta's ass.
I'm just saying.
This is true.
Him and his
actually.
guru, it's a weird thing going on there.
I
That's all I'm saying.
Shirtless
That's all I'm
interviews.
saying.
I thought it was funny when they put the
That's all I'm
Pornhub logo down in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. The
Internet's really
internet's
creative.
it's a thing. I'm not the first one fucking saying it. Right?
No, you're
It's a
definitely
thing.
not.
Anyway, moving on to last weekend.
Moving on.
You guys want to just shoot right for the main event? Start off with that and go from there.
Pretty much. There was
Dan Hooker, Paul Felder, this past weekend. Fucking phenomenal fight. Really, really good fight. Those of you who don't know, Dan Hooker, Paul Felder, they fight at 155 pounds. Khabib Nurmagomedov is the champion in that division.
Oh, we're only 40 minutes in.
Either guy who wins that fight is one step closer to that championship fight, even though there's a lot of guys in the top of this division that are killing it right now. Dan Hooker gets the split decision win. Do you agree with it, Ryan?
See, going into the fight, I was rooting for Hooker, but like throughout the whole night of fights, like they kept on showing Felder and Hooker, and like I started to believe the Felder story. Like I liked his story more. Like I don't know. I don't know if they were playing him off as the good guy or the underdog or something. But I don't know. I was more invested in Felder than I did Hooker. I love both of them. Both
me
awesome
too.
fighters.
Yeah.
Super entertaining. But like during the fight, I found myself rooting for Felder, and I agree that was like
Me too.
It was a super close
Me too.
fight. We've been calling it ever since this was like announced. We're like, look, when that was announced, we were like, hell yeah, that's gonna be an awesome fight, and it was. It lived up to expectations.
Fantastic.
It was a fantastic fight. It was super close. I honestly like either guy. I didn't care who won. As weird as that sounds, I didn't care who got their hand raised.
That's not weird. It's not weird, dude.
Yeah, it was just
There's
like
plenty of fights where I'm just like, you know what? Just whoever wins, I'm happy for him.
I don't think either guy really. I mean, obviously Hooker gained more, but like Felder did not lose anything.
The only thing he's gonna lose is maybe because they were. I think
career.
Hooker was 7 and Felder was 6 for rankings. They were 6 and 7.
Yeah.
I think they probably just swap.
Yeah.
So the only thing Felder lost was like a position in the top 10. He probably went from
Felder's at
6.
7.
Yep. Hooker.
Hooker's at 5.
Well, so Hooker went up 2. Felder went down 1.
Who's at 6?
6 is Cerrone.
Cerrone.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. Zach, what do you think, man? Do you agree with the decision? You think
I thought Felder won.
you thought Felder won that? See, initially that's kind of what I thought too. When the fight was said and done, I was like, all right, I think Felder took that. Although I knew it was really close. And
Thought it was even through the first 3 rounds, and then I thought Felder took over for the last 2.
Yeah.
yeah, the takedown in the 5th round by
Exactly.
Hooker.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what did it?
That wasn't enough of the takedown, I didn't think.
He took him down. They were maybe down for what, 10, 15 seconds, and
Yeah,
then
it
and then
wasn't
Felder was
anything.
right back on his feet.
Yeah.
I think that won him the round.
I hate that, by the way.
Me too.
Not saying that's for sure. I think that's what won him the round too. You think that's what won him the round. It's probably what won Hooker the 5th round was the takedown. If that's the case, I hate that.
Wait,
I don't like that just getting a takedown, even though the other guy outstruck you, landed more, and was the aggressor in the round. You still lost that round because the other guy took you down once.
So you're not mad at Hooker for doing the takedown?
No.
It's good strategy.
I
You're mad
hate
at
that. That's
scoring.
the deciding factor is like a takedown. Did not
Ground and
go
pound.
for any submission. Didn't do any damage. Didn't advance position. Felder pretty much
No, if
got
anything, Felder got into favorable position.
yeah.
Got him off from his back, got so that he was in guard.
And then got up.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
if anything, Felder won that exchange once it hit the ground. The only thing
Yeah.
he didn't do was defend the takedown.
and then we kind of bring it back. Which we talked about last time we all got together and were chit chatting was fucking judging
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
It's weak.
Yeah, it's got to be. They got to revamp it, right? They got to figure out how they're going to be doing this scoring system. They really got to do something about it. If a takedown means that much,
Shouldn't mean
I
that much.
I don't like it. I don't agree with it.
The first 3 rounds.
It should count as something. Maybe it should count as it should count as much as maybe like
head
a
kick.
significant strike,
Yeah.
or something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a little more, but not by much.
The first 3 rounds were super close, especially
they were pretty even.
especially like as far as stats go.
Yeah, they
even-
were.
actually all the way through the whole fight. The stats were
Oh, it was-
very close.
It was almost like it was similar to Dominic Reyes and John Jones, where it really went either way, and in the end, Reyes outstruck Jones, but Jones got that takedown later in the fight. Same thing happened here. Felder outstruck Hooker overall for the entire fight. Hooker got a takedown later, 5th round, later in the fight, and in general he won the fight.
I mean,
I'm not mad with the decision.
no, neither am
All-
I.
all said and
Like I
done.
said, I'd be mad if it was 50-45 Hooker. I'd be mad at that point. Or even 50-45 Felder.
I wouldn't be mad. I would just be scratching my head like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are these guys watching right now?
The first 3 rounds super close. I definitely gave the 4th round to Felder because he did not. He slowed down obviously, but he looked way fresher, especially after the 3rd round. Felder or Hooker just kind of, I wouldn't say he was gassed, but he was definitely
He started
slower.
backing up.
Yeah.
Hooker just I feel like part of the reason I'm leaning toward Felder for winning that fight was because Felder kind of really seemed like he put it all out there, and he was just going for it the whole time. And Hooker kind of seemed like he was fighting a little more reserved and a little more, I wouldn't say smarter, but a little more defensive, a little more strategic of a fight for him. Yeah, looking for points and shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't really kind of just going for, not that you should go for broke, but, you know, Felder just kind of throwing more power shots, just like really just giving it his all. And Hooker, I feel like, just held back just a little bit to make sure he didn't leave himself vulnerable, which again is not, I don't hate it. I'm not hating on the way he decided to go about the fight, but I think that's maybe why I leaned more toward Felder, because he seemed to really just put it more out there. He left more on the mat when it was all said and done.
I mean, I think it really does come down to that 5th round. I had it 2-2 going into the 5th round. I thought Hooker probably won the first. Statistically, I think Felder won the second, even though it was still close. And the 3rd round was still close, and probably give it to Hooker. 4th round, definitely Felder. And then the 5th round, you'd give the whole thing to Felder except for the takedown. And the takedown, I think, is what scored Hooker that round. So he had
man,
1,
then we
3,
come full
5,
circle, right?
Like that. Yeah.
I don't think that that one takedown was enough to steal the round.
If the takedown wasn't judged that much, I think Felder would have won that round. He won the 4th round, maybe give him the 2nd, and then he's up 3 rounds to 2, and he wins that fight. I don't know. It was a very close fight. And he said he's retiring. He said he might retire.
Yeah.
I really hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't too. I really hope Felder doesn't retire. He took his glove off and everything, and
seen fight Cerrone.
Oh, Felder Cerrone.
Fucking cool.
Have they fought before?
I don't know.
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have. But
That's fucking great.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'll look it up to see if they did.
Yeah, look that up real quick. I can't think of a fight.
Felder might be out a little while because his eye got busted up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, both those guys were pretty beat up after the fight. They both took a lot of damage.
Cowboy posted something saying that he wanted to fight in like March or April though, so
They have never fought.
All right. Good shit.
I don't think Felder will be ready that soon.
Also on the card this past weekend, Jimmy Crute.
He looked amazing.
Jimmy Crute. He his last fight, he got his first loss via submission.
It was either the Peruvian necktie? I think it was. It was the Peruvian necktie by Misha Serkinov. He got
there you go, Misha Serkinov. I was just looking it up. Yep, Misha Serkinov. Yep. It was a first round submission.
Mm-hmm. And then
at 3:38, and then Jimmy Crute turns it around and gets his 11th win via submission in the first round at 3:29.
And he dominated him. He took him down multiple times.
So good.
And then Kamaru'd him.
Right.
The guy that he fought, I can't say names.
Dude, I can hear it in my head, but when I try to say it, I don't say it right.
Is it Michelle?
Yeah, it's
Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Oleksichuk. Sorry,
that's not right at all.
Whatever it is. So this is actually his 2nd submission loss in a row. He got Von Flue choked by OSP Von Prue choke.
Yeah, Von Prue
in his last fight. Yeah.
Von Prue choke.
Yeah, so this is 2 submission losses in a row for him.
Yeah, I like Jimmy Crute. That's a good win for him. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 11-1 now. He kind of redeems himself after his first ever loss in his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
His last fight, turns it around, gets a submission in the first round the way he lost his last one. So good for him, man. I was glad to see him get that win.
I think he's from Australia or New Zealand, so he was kind of hometown guy. So that was pretty cool. Good. And then one other fight. Are we done with that one?
Yeah, I'm good with that one. It was a good fight.
All right, Zach, you want to say her name? Yan Xiaonan?
Xiaonan.
Yan
Xiaonan.
I call her Yan. She fought Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Man, it's almost like I'm new here.
You suck.
I do suck. But she destroyed Karolina.
Mm-hmm.
Like, destroyed her.
Dude, I felt bad for Kowalkiewicz, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oof.
First 20 seconds.
She was super emotional coming into the octagon. Her walk down, she was like tearing up almost. She's been dealing with what's been her deal? Come on.
Oh, thyroid.
Thyroid. She's been dealing with thyroid issues for like a year and a half now, like pretty bad. So this is like an emotional fight for her. She comes down and she's really emotional. You can tell she just loves to fight and just gets fucking wrecked.
First 20 seconds of the fight, she breaks not her orbital, but the bone that's right below your eye, that little bone. She broke it within the first 20 seconds by a punch.
Yep.
And it swelled up. She couldn't see. She said if she could see, it was double vision, but she basically had no vision out of it, no depth perception.
Yep.
So she kept her fist literally over the eye pretty much anytime she tried to strike. It was basically it's basically a one-eyed woman in the fight.
Essentially, yeah.
And Jan just, I think even without that injury, Jan she was huge. I mean, yeah, she was way bigger than Carolina.
Yeah, she was faster. She was bigger. It was you could tell immediately the difference in the physicality of the two fighters for sure.
I mean, Jan was constantly attacking, and it was pretty brutal. There's actually a picture of Jan. It's not really a front kick. It's like a front side kick to Carolina's jaw, and you can't even see her jaw.
Yeah.
And like Carolina's hands are straight down. Her eye is black.
Yep. Yeah. Show that to the camera, dude. Put it up there.
I mean,
here's this kick. It's a nice picture of it.
It is brutal. If you can't see it, go ahead and look up Jan versus Carolina kick. I'm sure it'll show up.
Crushed her face.
Oh, it was brutal.
Crushed her face.
And we don't really know what Carolina does from here because she was ranked 14. She just lost to an unranked opponent.
Yep.
I mean, she got destroyed. This is like
she really didn't look good, man. She really did not look good.
She's like 36 or 37, I think, and she's been talking about wanting to start a family. So I don't like to tell people to retire, except for Diego, but but Carolina should really consider it because I don't see her being champ, at least not in UFC.
No, she won't be champ.
She's got a good name.
She's got the name. She's still a good fighter. It's not to say that she can't turn around and get a couple wins for sure. Like, if it's something she wants to do, she should do it. But it's tough. It's tough to come back.
I don't like to see her get beat up. I do like her. She's pretty cool, but I don't like to see her get beat up.
Yippers.
The only other one I have on there is the heavyweight fight, which they were just swinging.
Sasoli and Lima?
Yes, the combat wombat.
Dude, that fight was crazy, even though it only went one round. What do you got there? I didn't look at it.
Oh. What's the 36?
Ooh, Carlos Esparza, Michelle Watterson?
Yeah.
April 11th? Whoa.
I didn't realize that.
Whoa.
That's actually a cool fight.
That's a sweet female fight right there.
And if you want to hear more about it, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Maybe not this one, but
3,
maybe
4 or 5 weeks from now.
Yeah,
we'll
something
talk
like
about that one, April 11th.
It'll probably be the next one that we actually record.
Right?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Lima making a comeback. He hasn't fought in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back and, knocked out Ben Sassoli, knocked out the Combat Wombat.
Yeah.
And, dude, you were right. They were both throwing bricks.
Zero technique, and I loved it. They were just
dude, they were just chucking. Just first one to get hit loses.
Yeah.
And it was Sassoli, man.
Sassoli got
Limo
hit.
had a good comeback. He looked great.
Sassoli went down onto all fours.
Yeah.
And then Lima hit him one more time in the side of the head, I think. And I think he basically face planted, or he rolled over.
He rolled over onto his side and covered up. The ref stepped in and stopped it. And I think Sassoli tried to kind of argue a little bit, like, "Oh, I wasn't out. Why'd you stop it?" But and then they showed the replay a couple times, and when he got hit, it did not look good.
And
he was out. He went right down.
The only reason he didn't get hit again is because the ref saved him.
Yeah,
he was about to get hit again,
especially by Lima. He hits hard as fuck, dude. I think it was like 6 or 7 out of his 8 wins or stoppages were by finish or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
the dude has a ridiculous amount of finishes on his record.
I thought he won the Ultimate Fighter, but
could be an Ultimate Fighter winner.
Looks like he didn't win.
Another fight on that card actually I talked about was Brad Riddell. I always want to say Riddell. He looked great, man. That was great. He won a 3-round decision.
Mm-hmm. A split.
Magomed Mustafayev. I had to look at it to. Mustafayev.
Yeah.
great fight. I really could have seen it going either way. I'm glad Riddle got the God damn it, Riddell. I'm glad Riddell got the win over Mustafayev.
I remember watching that one.
Riddell.
You were watching it. I was watching it at my house, so separate. And
Yes.
I actually had where the hell is he? I had Mustafayev, and then you had Riddell.
I did.
So when it went to split, I'm like, okay, we're both really close, and they gave it to Riddell.
Yeah. I was glad with that. I think Riddell, he definitely worked more, especially as far as striking goes. I think Mustafayev did a little more grappling and wrestling, but he didn't have a lot of success with it. I mean, he had some control, but he didn't do much with it necessarily, just besides control.
He won most of the round, and then Riddell would land one big shot and knock him down. And like that happened,
Yes.
I think 2 out of the 3 rounds.
I think second and third.
So like those might like that one shot might
Could've
have
been
won
first
him
and
the
second.
round, and then Mustafayev like won the rest of the round. Like he won the other 4 minutes and 50 seconds of the round.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I had Mustafayev, because like you win 5 or 10 seconds of one round, you don't win that round. But
Truth.
Oh, knockdown's worth double.
Yeah.
we have no idea how the scoring works. Angela Hill fought for the 6th time in 11 months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she fights a lot. She won, unanimous decision. And then the girl that got destroyed by Valentina, her name is Priscilla Cochera. Man, I suck with names. She won by knockout in the first 40 seconds and actually won a...
None for you.
She actually won a bonus award for it. Nice. That was brand new. I was about to call him Zach. Will is now pouring his shot of hot sauce.
Yeah, it's from some weeks ago. I didn't take a hot shot last time because I wasn't feeling too well, so I got to take one now. You want to tell him why?
So, my boy John Jones beat Dominic Reyes.
Barely.
Oh, into mine now.
Barley.
Fucking talking to your mic
Harleys?
if I want
Harleys? We're talking Harleys now? Okay, here we go.
to. What are we talking
So the
about?
Harley 72 is a 1200cc bike, and I'd really like it in metal flake green with the mini apes. Would really like that with like a side
Mini
sweeper
apes?
exhaust.
What are we talking about?
The
What are we
fuck are
talking?
mini
What the fuck
apes?
are we talking about right now?
Yeah, I want a 72.
Tiny
All right.
monkeys.
All right,
Do
here we
it.
go.
You
Shot of
won't.
hot sauce.
Shot.
Fuck you, John Jones.
Thanks, John Jones.
So this weekend?
Oh,
It's fresh.
So this weekend?
it's so good, but it's just too much.
Do you want to touch on a certain boxing match that happened?
Yeah, let's do it. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, defeated Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber.
I'll let you.
So there's something in boxing that's called, I think it's just called the rematch clause.
Yes.
Which is Deontay Wilder's just immediately allowed to call for a rematch, and he already has. His big thing was that he said that he was wearing a 40-pound costume going into the ring, and that ruined his legs.
Stupid.
Yeah. So, but he got knocked out, I think, in the 7th round?
7th.
Yeah. So the Gypsy King is now the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
So he got knocked out, and
It's
while
his first loss.
while the ref's looking at him, his corner did throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Not his head coach, but like one of the other coaches threw in the towel.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried protesting, and like the ref was like, "No, your corner threw in the towel."
Yeah.
But like, he was gonna lose regardless of the towel.
Yeah, he was getting pointed up.
Fury won that whole fight.
Fury's really good. A couple years ago, he was not so good.
He didn't look good.
Have you seen some of those photos? It's
Yes.
really funny to see just how fat he was.
He got really out of shape.
Yeah. He was bad.
He got really out of shape.
He doesn't even look like he's in shape, but he's
No,
really
he
good.
still doesn't. There was somebody else that was saying that, like, hey,
He's like 6'9", 270 pounds.
It's just weird. looking.
like, why do I go to the gym when the last two guys that have knocked out, like, previously undefeated guys are Tyson Fury and the Ortiz dude that knocked out Joshua, like, last year
Oh,
or something
Andy?
like that.
Andy
Yeah.
Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
So now, originally people were saying
Joshua Fury, right?
That's what they were originally saying.
Anthony
but with
Joshua, Tyson Fury.
But with Wilder using the rematch clause, we're going to get Wilder Fury 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to sound
This
really
summer.
dumb right now, but I didn't even know there was a rematch
Neither
clause.
did I until this weekend.
I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
about it
don't pay
until
enough
a couple
attention
days
to
after.
boxing. So,
Yep.
fuck me for not knowing
So
that.
they'll fight
I'm
again this
I'm
summer.
An idiot, but whatever. That's cool.
Really?
Good to know.
That's soon this summer? Wow, cool. I like it.
I think it's going to be the same outcome, to be honest with you guys.
Well, I had it wrong. So, the first time, I wasn't really into it.
Fury's just a zombie.
Fury pretty much died, and all of a sudden sat up.
He was knocked out for 8 seconds of a 10 count, and then randomly just like came alive.
Sat up and then fucking chased Wilder for the rest of the round. Just
he's
chased
actually
him.
insane. I
And
don't
he's
understand
nuts.
that.
And
Yeah.
it ended in a draw?
A draw.
It ended in a draw.
Mm-hmm.
And
First fight, yep.
I
draw.
thought this fight was going to be the same thing. I thought Wilder was just going to knock him out, and I was completely wrong. Exact opposite happened. So it's
Will sweating.
Right now.
Poop's
It's like
gonna hurt
now it's like
tomorrow.
settling into my stomach. That shot. That ooh boy.
Mixing
sucks,
with
doesn't
dinner.
sucks, doesn't it?
It's not fun. Ooh. You want to throw that in the fridge, bro?
You want to put it in front of the camera?
Frank's. Yeah.
Shout out
Yo,
Frank's.
Frank's.
Give
Frank's
us a
Red Hot.
sponsorship.
Sponsor us. Let's go. Other way.
There you go.
Shut up. Nobody asked you.
He's the prop guy.
Good shit. The prop guy. Oh my gosh.
Let's see. We got news, but do you want to preview the fights coming up?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I was going to say we're under an hour, but we're an hour and 1 minute in.
Oh, that's fine.
Joseph Benavidez and Figueiredo.
Yep.
Figueiredo.
I'm not even going to try because I suck at names.
Figueiredo.
I'm just going to offend people.
Just say Figueiredo.
Don't say anything.
Figueiredo. Figueiredo?
Figueiredo.
Violent Bob
Figueiredo.
Ross.
That's the one I want to see.
Yeah.
Luis Pena,
I didn't know
a.k.a. Violent Bob Ross.
Felicia Spencer's fighting?
Yep.
That's cool.
Co-main.
That's cool. And
I don't know much about the chick she's fighting, though.
And Megan Anderson's fighting.
Yep.
And Ian Kutalaba's fighting.
The
Damn.
Hulk.
Talaba and Ankalev. That is a fight I'm really looking forward to. That
Maxine
could
Tavura.
potentially be one of the most exciting fights on the entire card besides the main event. Is Ian Kutalaba.
How is Luis Pena on the prelims?
Right?
That's a damn good question. Luis Pena.
Stupid.
Like
He's
I
on
want,
the prelim.
I want to see the Luis Pena
fucking like
fight. I want to see Tom Breeze. Drew Brees' brother is fighting. It's pretty cool.
Tom Breeze.
Tom Breeze, Drew Brees.
Not
So-
actually his brother, though.
No.
But I do want to see the Luis Pena fight. I want to see Megan Anderson fight, Ian Kutalaba fight, Felicia Spencer. Actually, yeah, I just want to see really the main card and then the Luis Pena fight.
Yeah, Luis Pena. And then Breeze.
Was he good?
Breeze is really it. Tom Breeze, yeah, he's 11-1.
This is in Norfolk. Didn't they
really
just
talented.
fight in Norfolk?
They just fought in D.C.
Oh,
Not that long ago.
I thought they
in,
just
like,
fought
December.
in Norfolk like a month or two ago.
No.
Nah.
Whatever.
Tom Breeze did not fight last year.
Hmm.
He had one fight scheduled, but it was canceled. And in 28, he had a TKO win over Dan
28?
Kelly. In 2017, he had a fight. It was
Must
canceled.
have been 2018.
Yeah, that's it.
2016, he won a decision, lost a decision.
He went forward in time.
And 2015, he had two TKOs.
So what
Two
did he do?
knockouts in
What did he do in the
2015.
year 28?
What?
You said 28.
2018.
That. Oh.
Oh.
See, me and Zach were over here
2018.
thought he had a time machine or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
2018.
Just moving
Did
forward.
I say 28?
Yeah.
If I said 28, I meant 2018.
1928,
Hit
2028.
a TKO! Yeah. Tom Breeze. Just look for that fight. If you're going to watch the fights this weekend, look for the Tom Breeze fight on the prelims.
Real quick.
It's going to be a good one.
Real quick, my picks.
Yeah.
I'm taking Megan Anderson. I'm taking Ian Kutalaba. I'm taking Felicia Spencer. And I'm taking Joseph Benavidez to be the new flyweight champ.
Ooh, okay.
I would
okay.
agree with every
All
single
right.
one of those.
Every single one of those.
Yep.
Ditto.
The only one
I'm taking
I disagree
Luis Pena.
with.
Me too.
I'm definitely taking Violent Bob Ross, Luis
Yeah.
Pena.
Yep.
What are the other ones you were talking about?
Megan Anderson.
Megan Anderson
I'm
versus
gonna take
Norma
Pena.
Dumont.
Marcin Tybura is on that card as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Tybura is fighting Sergey Spivak. That's a really good fight too. I'm gonna go Spivak on that one.
Tabura.
You want Tybura?
I'll go with Tybura, but
Marcin
I don't really
Tybura.
know. Don't really know.
Spivak. I'm gonna go with Tom Breeze on his fight against Brendan
Drew,
Allen.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
Drew
And
Brees'
then
brother.
to the main card, Megan Anderson. Gotta go with Megan. Let's go, Megan.
It's Norma's
Let's go, Megan.
debut.
Fucking love Megan Anderson.
What's her record?
Norma Dumont.
Yes.
4-0.
Oh, okay.
That is correct.
Undefeated.
She
And,
has no height, no weight, no reach, and no legs.
Damn, she's invisible.
She's an invisible fighter, so Megan should win. And then Kutalaba and Ankalev.
I don't know Ankalev. I'm terrible.
Magomed Ankalev?
I'm terrible with these
Magomed
Russians.
Ankalev. He's 12-1. He's well, going off the video we were listening earlier. Very accurate fighter.
He just beat Lugiambula.
Lugiambula. How'd he beat him?
KO. Third round.
KO'd him in third. I remember that.
Me too.
I'm gonna go with Magomed. I'm gonna go with Magomed Ankalev over Ion Kutalaba.
Kutalaba just beat Khalil Roundtree, though.
He did, I know, man. Roundtree is my boy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is Roundtree has a fight coming up soon-ish, and it's gonna be his last.
Is he fighting?
His last MMA fight. He said he's done after this. I think he's gonna fight like Muay Thai.
Oh, okay.
I think he's done. Or kickboxing or something. He's done with MMA though. I think.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wuss.
Is he? He's calling him wuss. Is he fighting Smith? No, he's not.
Who?
I don't know. Johnny Walker?
Mike
Is he
Jones?
fighting Johnny Walker? Johnny Walker fighting Khalil Roundtree?
No.
Am I breaking news right now?
No,
No, not breaking news.
Not Johnny Walker.
Hope it is.
It's not fucking Johnny Walker.
That'd be cool.
That's not who he's fighting.
Who?
Who?
Mike Jones?
Mike Jones.
Felicia Spencer? Zara
Who?
Farron?
Zara Farron dos Santos. I think that's the girl that Megan Anderson just fought.
Dude, Khalil Roundtree's fighting Sam Alvey.
Ah, okay.
Sam Alvey. Smiling Sam Alvey.
Cool fight.
That's a fun fight. I got
Lot of
Khalil on
striking.
that one.
Lot of
Khalil
striking.
Roundtree.
Last striking.
All
match.
day.
Felicia Spencer, it says she's 7-0.
March 28th.
She lost to Cyborg.
Yeah.
So she's...
She did beat.
She's 7-0?
She beat Megan in Rochester.
Yep.
And prior to that, she was Invicta champ, I believe.
This is saying she's 7-1.
That's weird.
What are you on, UFC?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Google.
Google's never wrong.
Fucking Google.
Google's never wrong.
And then main event, Joseph Benavidez versus Davison.
Yeah. By the way, I do have Spencer and then
Oh, yes.
Benavidez and Figueiredo.
I have Spencer as well.
Dude, that's such a tough one.
I mean,
That's a hard fucking one to call right there.
the only reason
Benavidez.
these
Joe
guys
Jitsu.
are
I
getting
don't know, man.
an opportunity to beat champ is because Mighty Mouse is gone and so is Cejudo. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only way these guys... I mean, like, Joseph Benavidez did fight Cejudo, and I think it was a split decision win for Joseph Benavidez, actually. And I really wanted them to... I wanted to see Benavidez, Cejudo 2 for the flyweight title. I really wanted to see that, but I guess we're not going to see it now. So
Cejudo's a pain in the ass.
he is a pain in the ass. He's good, though.
Yeah.
I
You're
respect...
both going Benavidez?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Figueiredo. I'll put a shot of hot sauce on it.
I won't.
Nah.
Anybody?
Nah.
No?
Because I know if I'm going to take the shot, it's going to get on my mustache 'cause it's too fucking long now. And then I'd have to smell for the whole fucking night.
That'd be funny.
I hate this. I hate all this shit. I fucking hate it.
Not even that much, dude. You got a long way to go. Till when? When can you
March
when can you
15th.
shave it?
So like,
it's 2
March-
weeks.
Oh,
it's
that's
2
not
weeks.
bad, actually.
Yeah.
No, you got 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
That's
that really
alright.
isn't that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I just hate it.
I might not even
Fair
shave
enough.
for that long.
Ooh.
I'll do what I want.
So Dana White's been talking about Conor McGregor
Yeah.
fighting none other.
Then the highlight reel. Or is it just a
Highlight
highlight?
reel.
Is it just a highlight? I think it's
Justin Gaethje. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's going to happen? If it does happen, what do you got?
It
Zach.
should happen.
Should happen.
I love it. I feel like this is a good ladder, basically, for McGregor is basically fight Cerrone. I would have liked to see it at lightweight. This one better be at lightweight. Conor McGregor saying that, or Conor McGregor's coach, I think, is saying like he wants it at 170. They're like, oh, they're both lightweights, but they just don't cut weight. That's not lightweight then. So I don't want to see this fight at 170, but I do want to see the fight regardless. So if it has to be at 170, okay. But he doesn't get a title shot at 155 if he beats Gaethje at 170.
Yeah, just has 2 fights at 170, then drops down, gets a title shot.
Yeah. If he beats Gaethje at 155, then okay, I can see him fighting the 155 title. I can see that. It makes sense ranking wise because Gaethje's next. If you beat Gaethje at lightweight, okay, then you're next.
Sure.
So it makes sense. I just really want to see what the fight's gonna be weighed at. Fight's gonna be at lightweight or welterweight, especially since Gaethje's already a really small lightweight.
It's like a small lightweight.
People are saying he's small. I'm not really sure, but
He's got to be taller than McGregor.
Is he?
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I think they're around the same size. I wouldn't say he's small though.
I don't know. I'm just going off of what people are saying. I don't know who wins the fight though. I feel like Gaethje stands a better chance than Cerrone. I mean, Cerrone, before the fight, I would say Gaethje stood a better chance. And like seeing Cerrone get destroyed in 40 seconds, still saying Gaethje just, stands a better chance.
It's good logic.
I don't think Gaethje's ever been knocked out. Maybe by Poirier, like in the 3rd or 4th or 5th round or something crazy like that. But
it was later in the fight where he got stopped by Poirier.
It's pretty much how many punches can Gaethje go through and then finish him? Because I think Gaethje can finish him.
I think so too. Well, that's the thing too is Conor's never been finished. Conor's never been knocked out. He's never been
knocked down.
He's right. He's never been TKO'd. He's never been finished via TKO.
Right.
He's been submitted. It's the only way he's ever been defeated via finish is by submission.
2 submission losses before UFC.
Never been knocked out. Never been TKO'd.
He lost by submission to Nate Diaz, and then he lost by submission to Khabib.
Correct. He also lost by submission.
Yeah, he's 2 inches taller than Conor.
Joe Duffy.
145 pounds.
So 2. He lost twice at before UFC, both by submission. The latest one was Joe Duffy.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then he never lost at 145.
Right.
He lost at 170 to Nate, and then he lost at 155 to Khabib.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah.
I was wondering if Gaethje is actually going to use his wrestling for this fight if he fights Conor.
He should. But
but
starts on the feet.
I think he wants to be the first guy to knock out Conor.
That'd be cool.
Imagine if Gaethje can finish Conor with strikes. Imagine if he just knocks him out cold.
Better boxer than Gaethje is.
Did you see him knocking him out cold though?
He will.
Just knocks out Conor McGregor. Just out
He has a
cold.
reach disadvantage too.
Turn the lights off.
I mean, that would be crazy. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think it's all a matter of. That's the thing is Gaethje gets hit. He gets hit. He takes shots. You really can't take shots from Conor. You really can't do that. Everybody thinks they can. Everyone thinks they're going to be okay.
They can't.
And they're not.
No.
And then they get hit. And they're hurt.
Even with shoulder strikes.
And the fight's over. And then you lost to Conor.
If the fight ends in the first, Conor's winning. If it ends in the second, possibly Conor's winning. If he doesn't finish him by the halfway mark of the second round, Gaethje's going to win. Gaethje has a better gas tank.
I kind of agree with that as well. Also, Gaethje, man. Gaethje's leg kicks are fucking insane. He's got some really good leg kicks. If he can pick apart Conor's leg in the first round, if Conor's leg's fucked up going into the second round, it's just going to be more of the same. And I think it's either going to go to a decision or Gaethje might get the finish because Conor's not going to be able to move how Conor can move if his leg's all fucked up. Gaethje's known for those leg kicks.
I think the endurance really comes into play here. If it ends in the first, Conor's winning. If it ends in the first half of the second round, Conor's winning. Anything after that, Gaethje's going to win this fight, whether it's decision or knockout. It would be smart to use his wrestling, but we've never seen him use his wrestling. Supposedly, he has very good wrestling. I've never seen it.
Right.
He dropped a guy on his head and made him piss his pants.
That's nice.
Wait, when was that? UFC?
It's like one of his first fights.
Oh.
The guy pissed himself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, wow.
There's a fun one for you.
That's cool.
Now everyone knows.
Yep.
And
Oh,
guess
yeah.
where you learned it? Right here at Guys Talking
Right
Flights.
here at GTF Podcast,
Go ahead.
episode 24.
Go
If
ahead.
you haven't yet already done it, please subscribe. If you have not hit the like button yet, hit the like button if you're still here. Thank you so much.
Leave
And
a
then go
comment.
through all the old episodes and hit the like button for those
And hit
too.
the like button for all the old ones as well.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment, and we will respond to you.
Everybody change your name to Casually Hardcore.
Yeah, and then everyone just challenged me to a fight, apparently. What else we got?
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that's all I know of.
Women's fight. There's a women's fight that was announced. Valentina is fighting
Oh,
bad
that's right.
mofo
Calderwood?
JoJo.
Joanne
Joanne Calderwood.
Jojo Siwa.
She's going to fight Valentina.
Smoked.
Yep, she's going to get smoked.
Smoked.
You think Calderwood gets fucked up?
Smoked.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Smoked.
I'm surprised Valentina's already got another fight. She just
Remnants
defended her
of
belt.
Jessica I.
Just defended it. What's up?
I think it'll look a lot like Jessica I. She's going to knock her out.
Similar. I can see that.
She's going to knock her
I can
out.
definitely see that.
She didn't knock out Kachukagian, but she finished her by strikes.
Yeah.
Second round? Second round? Yeah.
Yep, early.
Yeah, TKO. So.
Didn't take much damage.
Nope.
When's that fight?
June?
That was
June?
April. But
April?
we'll go June. I don't know. What else we got? Any other announcements? I know there's other announcements. What sucks is like I had everything in my mind. Like okay, we're gonna talk about all this,
Oh, yeah.
and then it's like okay,
Oh, yeah.
now what?
I'm here, you bro.
You forgot?
I forgot other stuff.
What are you doing?
Let's see. What other?
fuck?
It's the billionaires that are taking over your mind.
No politics. Fuck.
I don't know.
That's pretty much it.
What?
I mean, Adesanya is fighting Yoel.
Nancy Pelosi.
Adesanya is fighting Yoel. Usman's fighting Masvidal.
Habib Tony press conference, March 6th. Before the pay-per-view.
June 6th.
Weigh-ins.
In Perth.
Perth, Australia.
Perth?
Valentina's always fighting in Australia for whatever reason.
Yeah.
She's Russian, right?
Yes.
Or
Ukrainian,
Russian.
maybe?
Yeah. I was not Russian, but close.
Alright.
They're all the same.
See, I didn't
geez,
say that.
offensive.
I'll tell you what,
I
they're
didn't
all the
say that.
same if you ask me.
My God, I didn't even say hashtag
They're all the
infected
same.
when Jan beat Carolina.
Oof.
I didn't say it.
Thank you for not saying it.
Yeah,
You
I
just
did
said
say
it, though.
No, I didn't.
You just said it.
Oh, no.
I didn't.
What?
I don't know.
All right, we're good. I think
Anything
we're done.
else?
And we're done. Thank you so much for watching,
done?
everybody. Tune in next week when
Epstein
we talk
didn't kill
about more
himself.
bullshit. Yeah.